Welcome to this particular video on how to partition our dataset using the XLMiner Cloud. In this particular video, I will show you how you can upload your files on the cloud and then using our XLMiner to partition the file. First thing will be to go and open a particular web browser. Now, given the information on the XLMiner website, it looks like only Chrome and Firefox work best for you for XLMiner Cloud. Please do not use Safari or any other browser on your Mac to run your cloud system. So in this particular video, I am using the Google Chrome browser. So the first thing will be to go to analyticssolver.com, as you can see on the top bar, and then log in using your username password. After you log in, you will click on Get Started tab, and then you will be inside the system of the XLMiner Cloud. Now, one thing, keep in mind that to use the most recent version of the program. And the most recent version of the program is 2017 ASP. So please use 2017 version of the particular program, as some of the functions are not working for the previous version. So what I will do is I will just change the number 2016 to 2017 on the address tab, and I will enter, and you will see a similar system except on the address you will see 2017 as the version of the program. Now, to upload files, you will be using this tab called Solver Home. And within Solver Home, there's an open tab where you can either upload a file from your computer, which is by saying from other sources, or you can actually open a file which has been saved in your cloud account. Now, the good thing about this particular cloud is if something happens to your computer, or let's say your connection, internet connection breaks up, your file is automatically saved on the cloud and in wherever you stopped with your analysis. And you can continue from that particular point forward by uploading a file from there. In my account, if I look at, there are various versions of Amtrak passenger files. Now, if you look at the extension for each of these files, these are XLSX files. So one caveat for this particular system is you cannot, well, if you upload any other version of Excel file, it may only upload on the first 100 rows. Okay, so keep in mind that to only upload an Amtrak XLS file. Now, what I did is for this particular video, I went ahead and created an Amtrak passenger file with an extension of XLSX file. So to do that is very simple. You can open the Excel file and then go to Save As and save as XLSX file. So I'm going to open my computer, and in my desktop I already have the Amtrak file as XLSX file and so I'm just going to open this particular file, and it's open, and as you can see, if you scroll down you will see that it has uploaded all the rows, which has 159 observations. So the next step will be to partition this dataset. To partition this dataset, I'm going to go to data mining tab, and then I will select partition under time series. I'm getting this particular message because I've already used this particular file a few minutes ago. So it's asking me how would you handle the unsaved changes. Now, I would suggest I would always say ignore changes. Okay, so in this way, you don't have to worry about previous changes you may have done, and you're working on everything on fresh file. So the first thing you will see is this particular window where it will tell you should you select what will be your month and what will be your ridership. Now, once again, in this particular video, the file I'm using, I've already uploaded that file just to make sure that the video is working. So that's why my month is time is selected as a month and ridership as the variable in the partition dataset. Okay, but if you're doing it for the first time, both these variables will be under variables on the left hand side, and you have to just move them based on what's your time variable, and obviously, as I mentioned in the class, just move all other variables under variables in the partition data. And then you specify number of records, and then you also specify number of records on the left hand side, and you will select 147 observations as you have done before. And the reason is, the goal of this particular data set was to forecast next 12 observations. And since the seasonality of this data set is also 12, given it's a monthly data, the length of the validation period will be the larger number between the seasonality and your forecasting horizon. Since both values are 12, we're going to select 12 as the validation and rest as training. And then I'm going to click OK, and we are done. Okay, and we are done. You will see it says on the right hand side that your data mining operation is complete. Okay, and then you will see a partition at the bottom. Now, once again, you have obviously, I had other partition I've created. That's why there's a new partition TS1. But they're both the same. Okay, if I select both of them, they're both the same partition. And just make sure that it's working fine. Just make sure that your number of records in the training is what you expect to be, and obviously validation is what we assigned. So this is how you can actually partition your files using your cloud-based XLMiner. So once again, there are two things to remember in this particular process. First, please use the most recent version of the cloud-based XLMiner platform, which is the ASP 2017 version. And the next is you want to make sure that the file you are using is an XLSX file, okay? And you use the solver home to upload the file. So once again, the file should be an extension with XLSX extension, because if you do that, then you will be able to upload all the full data set, okay, and you will not be limited with the first 100 rows, as some of you may have been experiencing if you upload a different version of your Excel file. Anyway, so this ends our video on how you can partition your data set using the cloud-based XLMiner program. Thank you for watching this particular video.